Hey fellas, good morning. It is the 30th, Monday the 30th. Supposed to get up to 73. Got a little too much sun on my face yesterday, especially my big ass forehead. So I have a hat on. This is from my heritage, my culture. It's called a scully. It's been around for, I think, almost 1,000 years in my heritage. Maybe not 1,000 years, but hundreds of years. So, my reason for my video is yesterday afternoon around 7 p.m. I get a text, "Can I call you, Frank?" And it's from one of the guys that live up here on this hill. Got a call saying this guy, who is some type of surgeon here in El Paso, wants me to come over this morning. And would I mind coming over to see him and talk to him? So we worked out an arrangement where I'd be there from 7:30 to 8:30. But he has to do something for me. And that's how I do business. I went up there this morning and he opened the door, met me at the door. A really nice guy. And he hawed around, offered me coffee, then just the standard stuff to break into a conversation. And I'm looking around his house, and it's absolutely fucking trashed. There's like the garbage pail, the garbage bin in the kitchen's overflowing. The cat box smells like the house smells. It's unbelievable to me to see that. And I asked him, I said, "You're married, right?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "What does your wife do?" And he goes, "That's the issue." Mind you, again, I'm going to show you something. That's where that man lives. They have two maids, one that does the cleaning and helps out with the outside work. She's a bit of a tougher lady, and one who does all the inside stuff. Anyways, they've been on a vacation for Christmas and New Year's, and the wife that he has was still in bed while he was talking to me. And I was like, "Where's your wife from?" "She's from Mexico." But he says she has what we call princess syndrome. I was like, pfft. And he said that it's going to be, he said he can't take it anymore. And he wanted to know if I had a good attorney that I could turn him on to get a divorce, to start the papers. I asked him if he had a prenup. He laughed and said yes. And he said, but his attorney had passed away. And that's why he asked me for a good attorney. So we ironed that out. He said she might get up around 10 or 11 o'clock. Won't do anything, won't clean, won't cook, despite the smell. Unbelievable. So, gentlemen, it happens to all men. And here's the thing. If your wife is willing to be in an executive marriage with you, pay half the bills, do half the work, and not be a pain in the ass and give you peace, then that's a workable solution. But to sit around and watch the man of the house, who's providing everything, have to clean the cat boxes out, worry about the trash, and I think one of the most fucking irritating things a woman can ask you is to always say, "What's your plans for today?" And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm fucking retired. I don't have to have any plans. What are you talking about? Especially if the woman has a full agenda that doesn't include you. It's bizarre. You think to yourself, now wait a minute. I'm providing this, a secure retirement for you, and da da da. And You always want to go out and party with other people. That is insane to me. And at some point in time, you would hope that, I'm going to call this broken promises. Broken promises are this. They'll always tell you, I'm going to lose, like, I think they use kilos instead of pounds. I'm going to lose 20 kilos. I'm going to get into shape. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And what do you do if it never happens? That's what I told them. What are you going to do? There has to be consequences to inaction as well as bad actions. Now, men have to deal with consequences all the time. But ladies are, I would say, a lot of women, way high percentages of women promise millions of things and deliver on maybe 5. And that's only if it's not inconvenient for them. It's wild. In fact, he's moving her out a little bit later today. If I see the trucks or I see them out there, I'll try to. Anyways, this guy makes millions of dollars a year. He is extremely sought after. I think he's a cardiovascular surgeon or something like that. I don't know. But it's just, there are so many available women out there that men can actually pick and choose. And what is becoming frustrating to a lot of these women is that they're not picking anybody. And the reason they're not picking anybody is because women don't keep their promises. For example, if the dynamics of your relationship change, someone gets fired, I lose my job, I lose my ability to produce for the family. That means my complete role as a benefactor in this family changed. But you would not believe how it's hard to get a woman's attention, especially if it's inconvenient for them. You know, it's inconvenient for them to get up and make the bed. I think they think it's like a massive big deal if they bring you a cup of coffee. And they're like, well, I'm providing this. You should bring me a fucking cup of coffee without even fucking... Anyways. And you know, things are bad when the woman in your life, the women in your life, they don't really want to spend time with you. And when they do spend time with you, it can't be peaceful. They always have to have something to do, somewhere to go. I mean, there's only so much fucking shopping I'm willing to do. There's only so much shit. There's sometimes... Listen, let me tell you something, ladies. We men, we value our peace. Peace and quiet. I don't have to have a plan. I don't talk 3 times as much as a woman does in a day. Sometimes I can sit there for hours. I can play chess with a guy or a game with another gentleman, and we may say 3 or 4 sentences to each other and have a great time. And there's other times when we're problem solving that we do talk amongst ourselves. It's why I stay in the men's group that I'm in. But it's just, you can give a woman everything she wants and she'll still try to make you fucking miserable. I'll say that again. You can give a woman everything she wants and she just thinks that that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep her safe, keep her fed, keep her clothed, keep her able to go where she wants to go, give her money, do all this kind of stuff. And it's just, actually, I told him it's not worth it. And I talked to this gentleman, this doctor, and he corrected me, surgeon. I kind of raised an eyebrow to him. I said, well, that's about enough of that. And he goes, okay, I'm sorry. So anyways, you can't ask for somebody's help and then try to correct them. Anyways, all that to say this. I started talking to him about the MGTOW. He didn't know anything about it. He said vaguely, excuse me, he did say vaguely. And if you think about it, if you're even modestly successful as a man, meaning you can pay your bills and there's not more month than money left, you're able to save a little bit of money, you're on the right track. Why would you attach a woman to that and have her dragged? I said, you might want to consider, what did one of the guys put the, you can rent a woman's time. Anyways, it's sad. And the reality of it is, unless, even when you confront a woman about being lazy, selfish, they have no sense of accountability. Rather than just go, you know what, I'm sorry, I'll do better. And then at that point in time, they come up with, well, that's not what. And I'm like, did she lose the weight that she said she was going to lose? No. Well, is she staying home more with you? Is she trying to figure out what you want to do is? No, but only thing she asks me all the time is, what are my plans? What do I got planned to do? That's not how men fucking operate. I don't have 1,000 things rolling through my head on a checklist like women do. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do that. Why? What are you doing? All the time. Bed's not made. Laundry's not done. The house smells like dog and cat piss. I was shocked at how bad that house smelled. There's dirty clothes, dirty dishes. I mean, none of you ladies are fucking princesses or queens, with the minor exception of like the 0.00001%. And that's a maybe. We don't have staff where I live. Could I have a maid? Yes. Do I want somebody else in my house running through my sock drawer? Fuck no. Anyways, long story short, women are turning out to be nothing but a bunch of broken promises. Wow, this lady saw me and crossed the street. Oh my goodness. Why would you walk in the middle of the road? Women are fucking weird, man. Here, I'll show you. I'll turn you around. Crossing the street now. It's unbelievable. So, here's what it is, guys. What do they call it? The land of broken dreams or broken promises? I mean, how many times should a man have to put up with you promising something and then you not delivering on it? What do you think, ladies? Is that fair? What do you think? If I provided you with a very nice, quiet, substantial life, that wouldn't be enough for you? You want, and that's the thing that breaks it for men, because ladies, you want just a little bit more. You always keep moving the goalpost. I just need a little bit more. I need a little bit more of a vacation. I need a little bit more time with my friend. I need to do this. I need to do that. Okay, if you're paying half the bills and you're doing that, and that's part of our normal marriage, I got no problem with that. But if you're not, and you're just a dependent, you better wake the fuck up. Find your ass locked out of the house. He kept clenching his fist. He had his hands on his the top of his thighs when he was sitting there talking to me. And he kept balling up his pant legs when he was talking about all the things he was unhappy with. And I said, look, you can't really, honestly, gentlemen, you can't put a price tag on your peace of mind. And that is sometimes what really screws a guy up. I can tell you, in 2016, after finding out that the young men in my life that I had raised from birth weren't mine, I left. 2016. That's after 30 years, put them through college, everything, only to find out that they were not my children. I can tell you that's a hard blow to come back from. But I did. And I don't judge all women based on the actions of a few. But the difference today is It's normal for women to be objectively selfish, not thankful for what they have. They're always looking for something else. They're always looking to upgrade. And that includes the guy in their life. That guy might be better than my guy. Huh. And you hear him all the time. Huh. Maybe, why don't you do that? Why don't we go here? Why don't we do this? Those are red flags and warning signs. Anyways, I'm beating a dead horse here. It's why I love the men go their own way. They figured it out. They're like, we're not playing that game. That game's fucking rigged. So, and again, I'll tell you, gentlemen, it happens to the guys that live up here on the hill. It happens to these millionaires. How many multimillionaire athletes do you see getting their lives wrecked by a woman? There's a kid whose career I've been following because I really like Deion Sanders. I like him not only as a human being, but I like him as a coach now. And he has a kid that just won the Heisman Trophy. His name is Travis Hunter, I believe. It's Travis Hunter is his name. So, great kid, but he has a Latina or woman in his life who is just treating him like dirt. I mean, treating him like he's like a cuckold. And can you imagine? You have a future Hall of Famer as your boyfriend, and you're too fucking stupid, too selfish to figure it out. Morning, sir. Good, sir. It's wild. So, oh, that's a big shepherd. Oh, I like the shepherds. We had a shepherd anyway. But it's not the end of the world. The thing is, women will never realize in the moment that they fucked up. And it'll be so difficult to convince a woman that she's done anything wrong and that she's willing to fix it. One of the things that is embarrassing for most men, and I hear constantly, is my wife's fat and out of shape. I don't like going out with my wife because she doesn't look attractive. Ladies, what do they say? What kills a man's sex drive faster than anything? You put a ring on his left ring finger. I mean, it's just that you put a ring on a woman's finger, and that's an instant 50 pounds of weight. So that's crazy. I know I'm rambling on, but my God, that woman had everything. And now, probably in less than time than she thinks, he showed me his prenup. I was embarrassed to talk about my prenup after I saw his. He paid what he said. He said he paid $15,000 to have that prenup done. And I know there's guys out there that say, oh, your prenup, you can't. You'd be surprised. So anyways, love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, take care of yourselves. Love you guys. You MGTOW guys. You figured it out. The rest of us kind of are chumps. And again, this woman hasn't produced any offspring for this man. This woman isn't doing nothing but being a drain on his life. And you know what? With his amount of money and his, what they call, status in our community, not just our community, but his status anywhere he goes, he can have a pick and choose what woman he wants. And I'm really sure he's going to bite, he already told me he's going to bite the bullet and get rid of her. But can you imagine that? You get everything you want, everything you need, and it's not enough. That's why I love the MGTOW guys. They're not playing. Man, those are no pals. Some people set them up to be like a defense for their home. All right. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves, man. Because nobody gives less of a fuck about something Nobody gives less of a fuck about anyway. They don't care about men, is what I'm just trying to say. But I dicked it all up. All right, I'm on my way to Bear Ridge, like a fart in a G-string, from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye bye.